dislocated his thumb originally, and we put it back in, and he was fine. But he kept dislocating it like over the next few days, so we were just like, all right, that's enough. And we splinted it, took him to the hand surgeon. The hand surgeon found that he did actually injure that volar plate, and then, so he did the surgery and everything, and then after that, whenever they do that, they have like a little plate in the joint itself, and then whenever they remove it, it looks like a little button, pretty much is the best way to describe it, but when they remove that eventually, and then whenever they removed it, it kept going back into place, like it kept dislocating still. What? So there was actually some kind of weird, like, nerve signaling pathway that his brain, like, wasn't processing. So for something, like, it just had, anytime it was out of the splint, this was even post-surgery, anytime it was out of the splint, it would just dislocate. And it's like, I mean, it was the weirdest thing I've ever seen, because it would start shaking, and then it would just like boom. And so it was something, one of the doctors, you'll probably see this in your career, they just look at it and they're like, I don't know. But we actually ended up, his idea was to refer him to a sports psychologist, and oddly enough, it worked.
What?
I don't know what they were doing in there, but yeah.
Now I want to go to sports psychology. My body's probably just inside out.
So you had a rough childhood or something?
We had a shrink.
That was a long process.
No, Daddy, no.
So, same thing, volar subluxation.
How do you talk about that?
Never
So
Jimmy had trouble
osteophytes
giving
can
thumbs up.
develop if this is poor management or repeated occurrences or recurrent dislocations, and then the boutonniere deformity, and then I'll show you a picture of what that looks like. There it is. So that's an example of a boutonniere deformity. So that torn central slip on top of it just tears, and therefore that bone or that joint just automatically goes up, and then that's what causes that. You see this in a lot of older elderly people. Axial load resulting in forced flexion or flexion of the DIP is not possible with PIP extended, and considered a treatment or splint with the PIP and DIP extended, so your proximal and your distal. So the deformity doesn't present until 2 to 3 weeks, and at that point, the surgical intervention is required. So you get that finger extension, or that PIP extension, but the middle joint is flexed. Mallet finger, that's where that extensor tendon is completely avulsed, and it'll present like this, and then when you're testing the fingers, you always want to test at each joint. So they'll be able to do this, but they won't be able to like bring it back. So they'll be able to bring like this joint back, but not this PIP joint. So there'll be like no extension in this. So you can use a stack splint to keep it in place, and then it should heal on its own, and they shouldn't have any trouble. Like we have a football player this year that has a mallet finger. He got it like in the first week of camp, and we just have him in that stack splint all the time, and he's fine. But if for some reason that tendon doesn't heal back on it by itself, then he'll have to do surgery if he wants to get a finger for the rest of his life.
Compliance is an issue during high high school kid last year who did this and just refused. He's like, oh, that split's just too irritating, so he wouldn't wear it. But you realize it's going to give you a deformed finger. It won't fix itself unless you leave it splinted. Yeah. Can't help everybody.
Did he end up having surgery?
Their brains are still going. Do you have a chance?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Their brains are still going, so I got a chance.
My guess is.
It's a cool first one.
Like high school such a long time ago.
Yeah.
Which finger? Oh,
Like Jersey Shore. Jersey Shore.
The
So
Jersey Shore.
opposite- A little bit opposite of the mallet finger is a Jersey finger, and that's where the flexor's torn. And Jersey finger, because a lot of times it'll get caught in a jersey or something and get pulled back, and then that's how that flexor tendon tears. So they'll present like that. They won't be able to flex at all, and that's just a little example of how they can come back there. So unless you don't ever, I mean, we're just not functional unless we can flex our fingers, so you have to have surgery on that. Finger fractures. So trigger finger, that's where the finger can be stuck in the flex position, or when it straightens out, they'll have like this triggering effect or something. That's what it sounds like, or it makes a snapping sound. And the reason they call it that is because it sounds like you're pulling a trigger, basically. And it's just caused by narrowing of that sheath over the tendon, and then that causes the tendon to get inflamed, which causes that snapping sound. So, swan neck deformity, this could be caused from a different, number of different things, such as like arthritis, damage to the extensor tendon, something like mallet finger as well too, and the stretching of the volar plate to allow hyperextension, and it pretty much just looks like a swan neck. You can see right there. And this is a common splint that you can use to fix that joint right there, and it's a little tri-point splint to just straighten out the finger. That's it.
cool. Any questions?